Yeah, one more thought on that, and then we'll kind of get off the engineering here. You obviously can't go that fast. We already know there's something called the mass speed correlation theory, where we cannot accelerate any matter beyond a certain point and it implodes upon itself. That we already know. So even if I had a ship here today, we all got aboard for the price of admission tonight, we're going for a ride. We went out and got in the ship and got inside of it and punched the button to say, go to, where do you want to go? Let's go to the Pleiades and say hi to the folks. Well, we couldn't fly there in the ship. It would take, even if we had the speed of light, and we'd be going 400 years to get there, so we don't have that much time. So they have obviously come up with some methods to move the craft much faster. I've had a couple of talks with independent engineers that are designing things, you know, for JPL and NASA on what their theories about it, just to see if they were thinking along the same lines at all. I says, how are you ever going to accelerate anything that fast? He says, well, you're not. What you're going to have to do is make it interdimensional. You're going to have to change it from a physical form to a non-physical form so it can move at the speed of subatomic particles. And when we do that, we're not sure what's going to happen. That's kind of what they're doing. They dematerialize the craft. It's converted into a non-material state that contains its own map or programming. And then when it's in a non-material state, it's no longer in reality, in the three-dimensional world. And once it's not there, it steps out into what scientists generally call hyperspace, which is another reality where material matter doesn't exist. And in there, time is different. A single second in the timeless is equal to millions of years in reality. So you can benefit from that, like stepping into the fast lane. And then, if you have correctly included your mapping and parameters within your non-material state on where to go, you can zip up and down the universe then in hyperspace in a non-material form, going wherever you want, and the clock is standing still. They said the idea of folding space isn't real. It's a clever thought, but that's not really how you do it. Space is not being bent or folded. You're just changing your own essence to do this. So then you go to where you want to go, and the real trick is to be able to put yourself back together and stay within the same time frame. Because here's the clue. Once the craft is in a non-material state in this hyperspace, if the particles that you are now existing in slow down, you come back in time. You'll re-enter in the past. If you accelerate the particles relative to the speed at which they started with, you move forward in time. And think about this. If a single second is equal to millions of years in reality, it would take very little of a change for you to slip off millions of years. Get lost real good. They said that the universe is literally full of beginning time travelers learning these concepts. And that these secrets are very closely guarded, because to understand them also begins to unlock the matrix of the universe and gives you access to knowledges which is very, very dangerous. So they don't teach anybody this stuff. They say they guard it very closely. It's too dangerous.
They being the ETs?
Yeah. It's not healthy to learn, and they say, until people earn their own responsibility with it. Okay, I got a little draw.